Aja, for example, which honestly, I don't think it would be the case. I do think that they need someone that is a lot tankier in this case. So if they do want to go for setup in this case, no more pickoff then. Atlas can still be a thing.
Yeah, Atlas, there's a Sora in terms of the EXP lane pick. There's also the Lapu Lapu, just in case you want to play against the anti-Akai kind of build. But they go for the Khalid instead, right? Having that setup capability and also that mid clear for the Eve as well. So they're prioritizing the lane for Papico here.
Okay, so that would mean that they're playing a little bit more towards setup, not particularly into the pickoff strategy. So that is going to be the X. No, that's going to be the roam. We're just going to be leaving out the XP. If they're going to be playing such a setup-based composition, as you mentioned, Sora might still work out, but they're going to wait it out a little bit and see what is going to be the next two picks for Team Cambodia. They're lacking of a mid laner, and they are also lacking of a roamer. In this case, for the side of Team Cambodia, they do have a little bit of a divey composition. As you mentioned, Jusin is great. Alod.
Yeah, a lot on the EXP lane, great into that heavy spin as well. Generally, it would be slightly better to have towards that Fredrin. Of course, that one pass of the heavy slash into the taunt capability, but also that heavy spin is going to be great as well. Now, with that Jusin on that back line, Team Cambodia, they face the same problem as Team Philippines, right? Where there is one frontline lineup coming in from the side of Team Cambodia. Now, for the side of Team Philippines, coming in with that last pick, EXP lane, and Vinuya still not deciding what to play yet. The Sora still available as well. Not too sure whether he wants to pick it up against the Arlot.
It's either going to be the Lapu, Yuzhong, or... Okay, so it is going to be a Lapu after all. They do have a pretty... as a four-man unit, I think that most of the members here on the opposite end would not be able to survive. The moment the Shu Unity cracks down, Shu Unity, Raging Sandstorm, I guess Papico just needs a couple of Void Blasts or Void Crystals, and most importantly, Vinuya goes in with the Bravest Warrior. That is quite a lot of damage.
And here we go, game number 2, Team Philippines versus Team Cambodia. We had a great first game, Team Cambodia almost taking that W and almost making the Giants bleed as Team Philippines, they try to secure a flawless victory for themselves here at Group A.
Right off the bat, it does seem like we do have De La Cruz. That is going to be the first one to go down. It went a little bit too deep in, realizing that I can't get out.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, you're just trying to deal the damage towards that enemy mid laner, I would guess. And okay, Papico still having that ability to get that mid lane pressure going. Now Papico trying to stop that recall coming in. Small little optimizations coming out from side of Team Philippines so far. Now, I'm very curious to see how that gold lane is going to go. And for Odin at this point, I would say having that Marcel right now looks very good for the side of Team Cambodia.
The target prioritization coming in from De La Cruz does look to be really iffy. I'm not too sure what exactly happened. Seems like it kind of auto selected onto the Jusin 3 times in a row. He even had to get out of it, out of turret range using the flicker, only for him to go back in again with the passive. Definitely not part of what he wanted to do. I think the nerves are slowly getting to him.
Yeah, at this point, well, anybody would feel the pressure here. As Team Philippines right now, they're trying to secure that perfect road. And now for the side of Team Cambodia, they smell blood in the water, right? They made them bleed in that first game.
Top lane, definitely a lot more about trading with one another, but the real party is going to be down in the bottom lane. Both of the junglers, or rather one of the junglers, is currently at a pretty good spot, level 5.
RWM has been popped. Papico takes out that turtle with the usage of the RWM. Now the ultimate being popped from the side of Jusin does get himself into safety. Team Philippines, they will disengage for now. They won't want to try and go further.
Yep, the only thing that they can manage to get is, of course, that turtle tick, and that is honestly more than enough. Now, we didn't really quite take the moment in time to kind of talk about the side lanes and how this game is going to look like, right? So we can definitely expect that at this point in time, we are already past the level 4 stage. So having to see a Lapu Lapu already at level 5 being accessed to the Bravest Warriors, then Arlott is definitely going to have quite a bit of issue moving in and trying to be on the same lane priority as the Lapu Lapu. So middle lane from the side of Team Cambodia, they really need to look out for this.
Yeah, definitely do. That shield unity timing as well is going to be very key for the side of Team Philippines in trying to get these early damage through. But they have that early awareness system, right? Odin on that Marcel as well. Essentially, if you play this character correct, you have all the information. Basically, you have the map hacks, and you're able to deal so much disrupt with the photos as well. Now, Raging Sandstorm, the flicker is being just so good at the foresight as well. Now Golden Hour not enough as the rest of Team Philippines. They just crash on in. And now with that Team Cambodia, they actually respond back and take out Rome for Rome.
Yep, Rome from Rome literally did not go to literally did not mean too much, except for the fact that Viana is the one that got that kill. And for Team Cambodia, it was Chamakara that managed to get the kill in this case. So at least the great thing for Team Philippines is that they do have a little bit of acceleration over to the side of Viana. By the end of the day, we want to see which gold laner is the one that is more, well, accelerated, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but definitely that mid-game pressure is going to start to mount, especially if you give the kills over to the side of the Su Sin, right? That early Sky Piercer timing, we saw what it can do, but Final Flash going through from the side of Main Kong wants to keep them here. And Team Philippines, they smell something fishy, and they do get out.
Mlbb is already at level 8 as compared to a Nakai at level 7. So in terms of retribution quality, Mlbb definitely will have a better one. However, it is always going to be the heavy spin that makes it.
RWM is there as the retribution is secured for the side of Team Cambodia at this moment. RWM not finding anything at the moment. Vinuya in a bit of trouble. Bravest Warrior not enough. The Su Sin still doing so much in the back line. Heavy spin being used to usher the Mlbb away into the turret as Team Cambodia, they're getting an early game lead here against Team Philippines.
4-1. Although we gotta talk about the economical lead. Well, not even looking at 1,000 gold lead as of yet. So that 3 additional kills that Team Cambodia have for themselves may not be that big of a deal just yet. Because getting those kills but not translating them to any form of standing objectives is definitely going to be a little bit tough for them to, you know, find and reap more rewards.
Yeah, but 1 turtle each, they still have a lot of information going through. De La Cruz will be that main target. Actually, they're looking at the turret, right? And De La Cruz was just in the way. And we talked about objectives. Now, Team Cambodia, they know that the 5-minute mark is up, right? The gold plating is no longer there, and they're looking for the tier 1s.
With the fact that the T1 turret in the top lane taken down is a massive thing for Team Cambodia. So a switcheroo when it comes down to the gold laners is going to be expected. That means that Arlott is no longer going to be stuck down in the bottom lane. Arlott can now start to roam with the team, and Team Cambodia can be a lot more threatening in some of these team fights.
And I gotta say, Favin doing a great job of accelerating the farm so far, right? And naturally, you are going to do better against that carry as well. But now Team Philippines, they grouped up towards that mid lane. They're expecting a push on that mid lane as well. They're trying to just foresee it. But meanwhile, Team Cambodia, they just sit.
They have a free turret in the bottom lane even. Almost free at the very least. Not too sure if whether Vinuya will be able to clear out the entire wave fast enough. Indeed, it does seem like he will be able to. However, it's just a slipper.
Yeah, now forcing out the flicker, out of Pabiko. The RWM is already cut short now with that Mlbb in a bit of danger here. He will be trying to get out, and he does do so now with the placing duet in the back line. Favin is here on the scene. Now with that, Main Kong actually finds the finish on the De La Cruz as Vinuya gets dragged back in, and with the Bravest Warrior, still not enough. Flicker available, but now free turtle for Team Cambodia.
Unfortunately for Team Philippines, they definitely have an idea that they can't take this fight very well. They are not at the stage where they have good amount of damage, and to be fairly honest, and especially if they're going 5v5, it will be so much more difficult for Team Philippines to take this fight solely because of the presence of the Marcel. If you kind of take a look at this, throughout the entire team fight, we do have Team Philippines that really want to put themselves right in the face of the opponents. However, because of the fact that we do have that juice in, it makes it so much more difficult.
Now Raging Sandstorm using the heavy spin to disengage. A clean one coming out from the side of Team Cambodia. RWM unable to get anything so far. And Team Cambodia, they actually take the jungle and disengage. Now 4,000 gold advantage is slowly starting to mount up here.
Team Philippines, they lost every single one of these T1 turrets. Unfortunately, we're looking at a 4,000 gold deficit for Team Philippines, and this is actually pretty darn scary. That means that Team Cambodia, which does have the Claude as the gold laner, and Claude naturally already have got very good ways of his macro going around to kind of clear waves and get these farms. If you give a team with Claude the lead, it's gonna get a lot more worse for Team Philippines.
Oh, that Musino gets heavy spin into the wall here. The disrupts, that pace disrupt with the photos coming through from the side of Odom. Just proving to be too much, right? Marcel, we can see why it's such a strong pick. I gotta say, if you're not picking this up, you're trolling, right? And Team Cambodia are showing why you're trolling because they picked up that Marcel, and right now they're doing so well with it. Blazing Duet is there, and Team Philippines, they will be forced to disengage and give up more space for now.
Of course, in the mid stages of the game, Team Cambodia, they do have the classic combo of an Akai plus the Arlet, which eventually will give the Arlet a lot of these free dashes to deal damage for absolutely free, especially if someone has been pinned onto the wall. So no matter what, as long as Team Cambodia is able to find a heavy spin, you can more or less expect that Mengkong will get a lot of damage being racked up over to the side of Team Philippines. So Team Philippines will need to remember that.
Yeah, but they still have to be wary, right? There's no purifies on the side of Team Cambodia. If they do find a Raging Sandstorm into that combo. Now, heavy spin has to be used. Pabiko actually taken out without the use of the RWM. Blazing Duet following behind, dealing insane amounts of damage. Nepo Musino trying to get out, but not able to. The Boxia going down. That's the front liner gone. Team Philippines just has to exit the crime scene here as Vinuya now in danger. As Odom, well, just ushering him away.
Yep, this is kind of the situation where as long as you have got a juice in, it really helps the team a lot in target prioritization because it just gives such a such a big cue that, hey, this guy is unable to attack, go for him. And literally the entire team will find him, will just collapse onto him, and there's really nothing that the opponents could do.
Yeah, I mean, Team Cambodia, they got the Marcel, right? That early information into that team fight, and then the heavy spin being forced out from the side of Chandavan into Pabiko as well. So, yeah, just great disrupt. Great usage of that photos coming out from the side of Team Cambodia. Now securing that Lord, 7,000 gold lead. And unlike the previous game, they have no entryway of playing that macro back into the map, right? Vinuya on that Lapu Lapu, well, he's not the same as the Paquito.
Nope, not the same at all. He's currently at the stage where, unfortunately, the power spike of that Bravest Warrior is no longer there. He is just mostly going to be a massive sandbag that can deal decent amount of damage. Right at level 4 is where you can pretty much expect that Vinuya can deal a lot of damage, but now it's slowly starting to get that, getting whittled down to an all-time low already.
Yeah, now all the tier 2 turrets have been destroyed. RWM is there, but it's not enough to go for the save. The golden hour actually onto Nepo Musino just to secure the team fight. Now with the final slash coming through from Mengkong, that is huge for the side of Team Cambodia. Now double kill coming out from the side of Chamkara and triple kill as the team members of Team Philippines goes down, and Team Cambodia, they get a maniac against Team Philippines and finally putting their end to their flawless streak here as we go.